You may already know there are 6 games in the Killzone series, but there's kind of a 7th one that many of you probably don't know about, and that's what I want to talk about today. This so-called 7th game is actually embedded within PlayStation Home. What is PlayStation Home? Well, it was this thing that they had on the PS3 where you could create an avatar and walk around in an Earth-like environment and meet people and see little promotions for upcoming things like TV shows and, of course, video games. They discontinued Home a long time ago, so when you log in the normal way today, it doesn't work anymore. However, 2 different groups have restored Home. One of them is Destination Home, and that's what you see me utilizing right here, and I have it on my RPCS3 emulator. There were a lot of steps I had to take in order to play this and to download it, but if you would like to play yourself, you need to begin that journey at the Destination Home Discord group. I'll put an invite in the description below, but once you're on that Discord, there are some setup guides. You can set it up on your PS3 or on your RPCS3 emulator. This part you see here is called Central Plaza. Back in the day, this would have been filled with people walking around and you can talk to them and interact with them. But when I recorded this, there was nobody here. And as I mentioned before, you can see little promotions for shows and movies and upcoming games. You can actually see an ad for Killzone 2 up there. That's pretty cool. Now, also what's pretty cool is that during the run-up to the launch of Killzone 3, they completely redid this plaza to promote the game. And by going into the navigator menu and going over to Explore and highlighting SCEA and hitting X, I can hop over to that version of this central plaza. And it's called Killzone Plaza Defender. Now, as you can see, things have been destroyed. Apparently, the Helghast have attacked, and there's been a battle. There's actually some dead Helghast soldiers laying around, and they look really cartoony, but that might be on purpose. I'm sure they didn't want to get carried away with the blood and gore. I think this remaking of the plaza was present for a month or 2, so in some ways this was a Killzone takeover of Home. Now, this isn't the game that I actually want to show you today, but I do want to walk around and show you some things before I enter the actual game. You can see a Helghast tank right here. You can see one of the ISA landing craft right here, but there's no ISA soldiers anywhere. There's some recruitment posters on the wall. The theater and the mall entrance have been wrecked, and it doesn't let you go inside any of those. It could be because this is the revived version of this and maybe they don't have everything running. You can see here there's these statues that I believe appear on the planet Helgen. I've seen these in the Killzone 3 bot zone. There is a Helghast patrol ship that goes around the plaza with a searchlight. It doesn't appear to alter its behavior if it spots you with the searchlight. It just keeps going in a pattern. But anyway, let's go play the actual game I want to show you. And to do that, you have to walk up to this little entrance right here, and the option to play Killzone Defender will be on the bottom. PlayStation Home had all kinds of little tiny mini games built within it, and this was one of them. In the instructions, it says this is all part of the ISA evacuation from Helgen, which aligns itself with the Killzone 3 storyline. But it also suggests that this whole plaza and everything is actually on the planet Helgen, which is weird. You would think it would be on the planet Earth since it has a mall and everything. There's 3 different waves. We'll start with wave 1. But anyway, it's a shooting gallery, and you just have to shoot the Helghast. I'll say right off the bat that this is very hard to control. So if you play this, don't come in expecting this to be a polished game. I think they just threw this together really fast in 2011. When you move the analog stick, it moves a little bit too much, and it causes me to overshoot my targets. but basically you just shoot everything that's shooting at you. If there's a circle around an opponent, you need to shoot that one fast, because if they stay on the screen for too long, you're going to get damaged. Your health meter is on the bottom left there. You can zoom in, but the control isn't much better when you're zoomed in. You have to reload a lot. It's very disruptive. The environment is a little bit destructible. You can break some of the glass. There's some flying enemies as well, and when they're really far away, they're very hard to hit. I would characterize this minigame as interesting, but I would not call it fun. It's just, it is what it is, you know. If you're able to finish Wave 1, you should get a message like this one. I got the rank of Private. I unlocked an ISA flak jacket. I'll show you that in a minute. And I also got access to Wave 2, according to this message. However, when I go back out to the menu to try to start Wave 2, it is still locked. I talked to some people on the Destination Home Discord, and they think that this is a bug, and they asked me to report it on GitHub, and that's what I did. So maybe they are going to fix this. On the other hand, it could be because I'm using RPCS3, but I do want to show you a couple of more things. There is actually a leaderboard out here in the plaza, and I have actually placed. I'm in 6th place all time. So there has been a handful of people who have played this in the restored version. I doubt any of these scores were from 2011. I think when they restored this, it reset everything. But the strange thing is, there's people listed for Wave 2 and Wave 3, including Chuck Norris. So it appears there is some way to get the Wave 2 and Wave 3, but it did let me unlock the flak jacket. So if you ever see me on home, I'll probably be wearing this. Not that I'm on home that often. One of the other things you could do back in 2011 was you can pre-order Killzone 3 from home using an Amazon kiosk that was somewhere in PlayStation Home. And if you did that, you can get a limited edition jetpack for your home avatar. I wonder if there's still a way to get that. You also got some unlock points for weapons and abilities for Killzone 3 multiplayer. That's a mute point right now. And you also got a retro map pack featuring 2 of the most popular maps from Killzone 2, it says, which I believe are Bloodgracht and Radic Academy. There's still more I want to show you. If you walk around the plaza, you'll see these little items that have smoke above them, and if you pick them up, they are actually little weapons or health packs that you can use in the minigame. However, you don't use them for yourself, you give them to another person. So when you pick one up, it puts a timer at the top, and it wants you to run over to the minigame and enter it. And once you enter it, from this screen, you're supposed to give it to someone else who's playing the minigame. But since nobody else is playing this, there was nobody to give it to. Even if there was some people here, there's no guarantee that this part is still functioning. It's been a long time since the last Killzone game, so if you're desperate for Killzone content, you could come here and spend a little bit of time and have a little bit of fun. There's also Killzone content on this channel that you can watch, so feel free to watch some of that, and I'll see you next time.